Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. The very last time we heard something similar to this was when the late deputy CBN governor, I'm talking about late Malafia, when he opened up and spoke a lot about the issue of insecurity. It wasn't long, of course, the Secret Service came for him until he had to rectify one or two things. But as we speak, another prominent person is talking about what is happening in Southeast and is really making very strong statements. Well, before we go into the news report to find out what is happening in Southeast that is making this prominent person, especially in security architecture, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the ex-Abia Attorney General Ume Kalu has spoken some strong words. The former Attorney General and the Commissioner for Justice in Abia State, Ume Kalu, senior advocate of Nigeria SAN, has accused the Nigerian army of planting equipment in Southeast and blaming members of the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB, and the Eastern Security Network ESN for it. Kalu was reacting to a statement issued on Monday by the Nigerian army claiming that troops on a special exercise have thwarted an attempt by members of the indigenous people of Biafra and ESN, as Eastern Security Network, to unleash mayhem on residents of Mbidi and Awo Mama communities in Olu local government area of Imo State. The military claimed a swift response by the troops compelled those moving against them mounted on two Sienna buses and a Toyota Hilux truck to abandon their mission and withdraw in disarray, adding that four improvised devices (IEDs) planted by the group along Olu Owerri Road have been uncovered. But Ume Kalu accused the army of masterminding and planting of these IEDs across the southeastern region and framing innocent members of the IPOB, that's Indigenous People of Biafra, and Eastern Security Network ESN, for it just to nail Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB. He spoke on Tuesday at his residence while playing host to visitors, amongst who were members of his school's Old Boys Association, friends, and political associates from Abia State who were on a private visit to his home. Carlos said, and I quote, "Can the military go ahead and provide numbers of arrests made following the supposed busting of these ghost guys? How come no single arrest was said to have been made by this all-powerful Nigerian military, by Nigerian army? This is simply a comic relief from the army and nothing more. Where are the two Sienna buses and the Toyota Hilux truck the military claimed these guys came in? None was retrieved by the troops from these guys that moved against them. What a comedy," he said. He said the military simply planted IEDs themselves, according to him. They said they also went ahead to retrieve the same IEDs that have no life in it, claiming to have successfully diffused it just to appear to be working and appease their pay masters, according to him. The former Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice warned the military to stop going against the good people of Southeast and framing innocent members of the Indigenous People of Biafra and Eastern Security Network ESN for it, insisting that the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB was made up of a peace-loving people. I quote him, "We have been raising alarms over the illegal activities of the Nigerian army in Southeast of recent, and nothing has been done or said by the leaders and governors of Southeast. Innocent lives have been wasted, all in the name of exercise Golden Dawn." He said if such continues, he will be forced to let the world know how the military has been going about supervising coordinated moves against and bringing down in Southeast in collaboration with sister agencies and blaming the Indigenous People of Biafra for it. Enough, he said, is enough. The Nigerian military should stop this show of shame and stop stooping so low, all in the bid to show force where there is none. They are more needed in the terrorist ravaged northeast region and not in Southeast, where there are no cases of bandits. Kanu cheated the army. The last time someone spoke like this was the late Malafia, where he made a lot of strong statements, of which months after we started hearing issues. Not just recently, we started hearing the way bandits are having a few days in the south, in the northeast. What there's this general saying that there is no smoke without fire. If there is a smoke, look around, there's some sort of fire around it. And also, if he has said something like this, I think wisdom demands that they should begin to look into this. We have too much insecurity in our hands, and honestly, we need peace. And if this is an elder statesman talking, this is not a miscreant talking. This is a ex commissioner, an ex Abia attorney general. Okay, so that means he knows his onions. And the late Malafia, when he spoke to, he was also a deputy CBN governor, former deputy CBN governor before he died. So these are guys that knows their onions. They're elites in their right. They are not miscreants, and they do have their ears on the ground. So if he said what he said, I guess he has some classified information that the average Igbo man or the average Nigerians do not have, and it's a cause for concern. I do know if it's the usual Nigerian system that we know, it's just a matter of time. The DSS may likely want to invite him to tell them more about his findings and how he got to know his findings. It's just normal stuff. Alright, but let's find out what Nigerians are saying concerning this, because of course Nigerians are talking. This one here is saying Nicholas Ibekwe described this attitude perfectly when he stated this. Who is Nicholas Ibekwe and what did he say? Okay, this is what he said. Nicholas Ibekwe, he said, Igbo political and intellectual elites have elected to bury their heads in the sand, while Igbo is gradually but surely being destroyed. When you speak to some of them in private, they complain bitterly about Nnamdi Kanu and his gangs of thugs. Publicly, they make excuses and cook up silly denial for the group. Okay, I guess that's what Nicholas guy said. I don't know him. I guess this is the first time I'm hearing what he said. This one here is saying, I'm sure na Agbudiga Naisi. Agbudigisi, I don't know. I guess he's saying that there's lies on his head in Igbo. This one here is saying, some of you use words anyhow to deny reality. You won't take these things with levity if you have been a victim of such some of these things. This one here said, I agree with the ex. Okay, I guess he's trying to say I agree with the ex Attorney General of Abia State. This one here is saying, we have seen them kidnapping innocent people and calling them UGM. Okay, but that's where we're going to wrap it up. Nigerians are generally reacted. What's your take on this?